Ladies and gentlemen, it is day 3 of Shared Skies. Is that the name of it? I feel like it's not. All right. It's day 3 of the new season, and we still don't have new moves. Although 5 hours from this video dropping at 12 p.m. CST Central Standard Time, the new moves will drop, and I will be playing some of the new mons. So if you haven't, definitely check out the 7 best teams of the season. It was having the new move sets in mind. So I'll hopefully have the video up here. Check it out. But until then, we're going to go through another one of the faster teams in the league, trying to get your GBL sets done. And yeah, this team's going to be Shadow Magnezone in the back, basically being as the closer. And then your safe swap is going to be Shadow Feraligatr, and then in the lead is Shadow Alolan Ninetales. So Shadow Feraligatr, obviously really good since last season. It got the buff of Shadow Claw. And then I definitely think the Shadow one is much better than the non-Shadow Feraligatr. So if you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button. Check right now to see if you are subscribed. A lot of people saying that they thought they were, and then they found out they weren't. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. We're going to go ahead and get into this video real quick though here. So again, the new season starts 5 hours from this video dropping on 6/3, aka Monday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. So this first battle actually is with the Machamp backline, but we can ignore it because it's so fast. But the moveset's going to be over here on the right. Alolan, Ninetales, everything else is pretty normal. Ooh, it's not Ice Beam on that Feraligatr. Wait, can I pause this? Boom, look at that editing. It is Crunch on the Feraligatr for some more diversity in the movesets. Yeah. All right, back into this game. All right, they have the Charger Bug into our Alolan Ninetales. We obviously resist the X Scissor if they do go for that. Since they are running since Volt Switch is a 4-turn move and Charm is only a 3-turn move, you can always get one extra Charm in between. They end up switching into a Gligar. Gligar did get an energy lead here, but they surprisingly let us throw first. You definitely should not let a Pokemon that switches in after you throw first, because it allows them to basically catch up. They lose a turn by switching in later than you, but you're not getting that extra move through as if you, yeah, basically after you throw a charge attack on your side, they always get an extra move through and vice versa, or that's how the way it's supposed to work. Yeah, you're not allowing the game mechanic to work correctly, so you do want to throw first if you can, and obviously Gligar can, as it has the same timing as Feraligatr, and we obviously got in there first, or they obviously got in there first, rather. They undercharge to try to get extra farm, but obviously we still have a whole other mon back there. All right, Stunfisk lead. This is obviously not very good. They have Rock Slide, which is going to be super effective. Again, I do want to try out a Stunfisk, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to try it out before the switch of the leagues, and I don't think next league is Great League. Maybe you can let me know in the comments, but yeah, I do think this mon is actually really good in this meta, or in the new meta, so I want to try it out in the new meta, but I want to try out a bunch of the mon before that, so not gonna have time for it this time around. Hopefully the next time Great League's around, I'll be trying it out though. They do end up having Medicham. It does seem like they're maybe triple weak to Feraligatr here, which to be fair, it's not going to be great for us. If they have another fighter in the back, like Annihilate, that would be really bad. This is probably just an Ice Punch. I can't imagine they're going for anything more, but we have extra shields and we can get the farm down, so might as well let it go. They do end up having Bastion on the back. This is great for us. Probably just going to throw back-to-back Hydros, or even switch into Magnezone here. Yeah, I like throwing back-to-back. Oh, weird timing, but okay. Definitely going to be in range now of, well, is this in range? I think so. Yeah, it's definitely going to be in wild charge range here. Plus, all we need to do is shield, and we can get up to another move as well if we wanted to. Just a mirror shot, though. And Bastion, I mean, it's bulky, but it can't take, even a Bastion can't really take the wild charge. All right, Altaria lead, obviously very good. They do switch into the Wigglytuff. Mirror shot's going to be the way to go here. It is super effective. And you don't want to accidentally debuff yourself. And I say accidentally, you don't want to purposely debuff yourself in this matchup because Charm, look how much Charm is doing now. If you were double debuffed from on your defense, Magnezone would already be down, basically. It's just a Feralmon to have, but yeah. I mean, this is a little weird because the Altaria is going to be very tough for Feraligatr there in the back. Obviously, okay, it's Annihilate maybe in the back. It's really bad for them. Poor opponent. All right, they're getting I won't even say it. All right, they're getting RPS'd. Probably you shield this since you have we still have a move left here, and we can throw a move into the next Mon. It does end up being the Dazzling Gleam, so probably this is just another relic of being really early in the season and them having an interesting move set. Now, there is a Whimsicott here in the back, but it does have Charm, so it's not really going to get to a move. So we can go for the full farm down, and that's GG. But we could also have thrown a move and just ended the game, basically. Carbink, obviously really bad for the front line. This is a reason to have Crunch, I guess. But technically, we would have only made it to one move anyways, and the Ice Beam would have done... I think Ice Beam does do more than Crunch. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, obviously going to come in with the... Well, we could come in with Magnezone, but I think we'll just come in with Alolan Ninetales, go for the farm down, take the damage, and be all in on 2 shields for the Magneton. If the Magneton does throw a Mirror Shot into the Carbink, it is double super effective. Unfortunately, the matchup just went so fast that now we're in this bad matchup, but hopefully the clock is going to be up after this. We're really trying to get to the time here, and now we have a shield advantage for some reason. And they do have Dugong in the back. Now it's a question of, do you actually go for the Wild Charges or do you go for the Mirror Shots? I like going for the Mirror Shot here as well, because they're going to get a move off, and yeah, we might be able to KO this anyways. We have to shield. This is almost always an Icy Wind, but you do have to... I mean, sometimes they'll just go for it. I mean, they never do, but someone will at some point, and you'll just be caught out and be so tilted on that loss. All right, so Mirror Shot, again, is double super effective. We're trying to click the move for like 8 turns, but instead we get 2 Volt Switches through, which, again, not that bad of a thing. I mean, we're always going to shield the move anyways, so going to get a little bit of extra energy. Probably just going to throw back-to-back Mirror Shots. Actually, a Wild Charge probably KOs from here, and that'll be GG. I think we did something similar to this last season when I was running the Palasha team. Sometimes, oh yeah, it was against the Wigglytuff. Yeah, sometimes Wild Charge is just going to do more, even though that the Mirror Shot's super effective, because the Mirror Shot's just not as good of a move. Like, it's not even near as good a move. So, multiplying the damage by 1.37, which I believe is how much a super effective move does, is not even as good as just the move itself. All right, well... Come in Magnezone, get a shot through here. Technically, we resist everything, but look how much this is going to do, even though it's resisted. Oh, they go for the Icy Wind. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. We're kind of all in on Feraligatr here, but it's good for us because we have a shield advantage, plus we do have an energy advantage as well. They get to the Night Slashes at the same rate that we get to the Hydro Cannons. So we're always going to outpace. It's actually a really good no-shield here by the opponent, but... I mean, we're going to super outpace the Clodsire as well, and we might not even have to go for a shield, although we have a little bit of an energy lead anyways, so we probably will. If he goes for double Stone Edge, it's going to be really close. I actually don't know if we get to the 3rd one before they get to the 2nd, but obviously we can take the shield here, get a little bit of damage through, and then maybe it'll be in range, or we could go for a catch as well. We know exactly when they're going to throw. It's resisted. Hopefully they don't get to farm us down and then throw into the Feraligatr, as we're not in a move on Feraligatr. Oh, nope. That didn't do nearly as much as I thought. Wild Charge is going to KO here. It might be double resisted, and in the main series games that is immune, but in Pokemon Go, it's just double resisted, so we still do some damage. Ooh, a shiny Mandibuzz. I wish I had one of those. All right, they're running Whiscash. It is the normal Whiscash, which I am not a fan of. I think I said in my 7 best teams videos. You can still look out for the Shadow Whiscash being in play here in the new season. I guess technically we're not in the new season yet, so actually regular Whiscash is probably fine. But in the new season, when Scald is debuffed, aka in 5 hours or less, depending on when you're watching this video. Again, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, new moves. I just keep saying it throughout the video so that y'all know. When the new moves do come through, I do think regular Whiscash is going to be gone forever. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It just seems like that's the case here. All right, we have two things that are good against the Mandibuzz. So we do decide to come in with the Alolan Ninetales here, just to lure out whatever's in the back, and we do lure it out, but it's not good for us here. We do get a shield. Unfortunately, we don't get that extra damage through. Yeah, we have to go for the shield here. The only thing I'm thinking of, well, if we get to a move, we're good against the Mandy, because we're just probably going to throw right away. Yeah, this looks like CMP. Hopefully we get the shield here, and then we should be able to make it to a Hydro here on the Feraligatr. This might not be in Hydro range, though. Oh, man, this is going to be close. We are running the Shadow. Maybe it's bad IVs because it's the Shiny. Okay. Ooh. Going for some BM here on the crunch. But, yeah, this is resisted. It was CMP. We went CMP. We're good. All right. Annihilate here in the front. You do not want to stay in this matchup, buddy. All right. They do end up switching. We're switching really slowly. But to be fair, the thing that damages the Magnezone the most is the Licks. Everything else was resisted. Yeah, so end up catching a resisted Body Slam, basically, is what I mean. Go for the CMP here, and we are CMP'd. If they do shield, we'll probably shield as well, just to maintain switch. But if they don't, obviously we can just get to a mirror shot here. I mean, they might shield. A lot of people don't necessarily know the counts for Magnezone, although I feel like Annihilate's just already so far gone that you don't want to. You should just probably let Annihilate go. I like the shield here. We have a move. We can probably get another shield back from whatever's in the back. Actually ends up being a Lantern. So we'll probably just stay in. Do as much damage as we can. Probably shield. Yeah, we could shield and go 3 more and then a Weather Ball, or even 1 in a Weather Ball. Okay. They have to shield this, and we have a move, and we win CMP on Alolan Ninetales. So that's GG. It's good stuff. How did you guys like the thumbnail? I worked a decent amount on it. I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest, so I just wanted to ask that while we're still in this game. This game is already so over, so GG's. All right, another Mandibuzz lead here. They do switch into Feraligatr, which actually does a lot of damage just up front. We shield this. It should go down in 2 Volt Switches, so that'll be 8 turns, and they won't get to another move, and they won't get to another match. All right, Altaria lead here into Greedent, which is an interesting swap. Probably don't want to swap into something like Feraligatr, but we could come in with Magnezone, maybe, although now it's kind of risky. They're probably going to shield this no matter what. Technically, we could come in with a Feraligatr here, actually. They are in range, but this is a little scary with the mud shots being increased damage from the Trailblaze. I personally said, I think last season, I didn't like Trailblaze running on Greedent, but it depends if you're running an Open Great League. I feel like you need Crunch, but it was in the I forgot which cup it was in last season. I think Remix. I thought it was insane with Trailblaze, so just depends on what the cup is, but I feel like in Open Great League, you probably just want Crunch for some coverage, and Trailblaze is not that great of a move, and against the water types, you're already hitting for basically neutral with the Body Slam, so yeah, you're just looking for some extra coverage there. They end up coming in with a Whiscash. It is a regular one. I feel like I'm looking over to the left, even though I can see the screen straight on. I'm like trying to get past the shadow of the Feraligatr to see if this is a Shadow Whiscash. All right. Yeah, obviously technically they outpace because they're only going to the Mud Bombs. Probably we can shield this. I mean, oh, interesting. Going to go all in on the Alolan Ninetales here. We're going to have to shield this first move no matter what. What is in the back still? The Altaria, right? Yeah. So we can do 3. I'm sorry, we can do 2 safely and 3 on some counts because Mud Bomb is a 5-4 move. Like, you get to it in 5, you get to it in 4. And 3 Charm is going to be able to take out this Altaria. This is pretty good. Chestnut. Oh, I do remember why I'm showing this one. I think we lost this one, or I think this game is lost. But I wanted to showcase this team because it had Talonflame and Chestnut. And then I think it's also running the Typhlosion in the back with it, but with Incinerate. And this is one of the teams I showcased in my video. Now, technically, Chestnut does not have Thunder Punch yet, so I like it with the Thunder Punch. This is definitely a team I'm going to be trying out with Thunder Punch Frenzy Plant here. And I think the Typhlosion ends up sweeping here, just letting the... this is bad timing by the Chestnut, but Superpower gets the shield. They go for another Superpower, going to get both shields. Probably going to stand and take a hit. Yeah, I think you just let this go down. And then this, if it doesn't KO, switch, but I think it does KO, so I'm going to be all in on the Incinerate Typhlosion, and we lag a turn and they get another Incinerate through, and so we took 2 Incinerates there and just insta-died, as you can see, obviously lagging, so rough. That team's sick, though. That's my team. All right, Whimsicott lead here, and yeah, it's just another... Oh, I thought they had Charm for a second. They're actually running Fairy Wind, which, to be fair, if I was running Whimsicott, I would also be running Fairy Wind. And yeah, going to be able to shield through this matchup if we want to. Can shield since they shielded if we want to do that. Or we could let it go and come in with Magnezone and go for like a really ambitious farm down here. Technically we resist all the moves. Maybe the farm down's not worth it. But we get there in 3, I think, from here. Maybe even 2, depending on how much damage these do. And they come in with a Zoomerl? Weird. All right. Okay. We're just going to go back-to-back Wild Charge since it probably KOs from here. Okay. Going to go for another Wild Charge, and then they're going to shield this. We're going to swap to the Feraligatr. Actually, they have Wing Attack, so we technically don't need to swap. All right. GG. Opponent's making calls, to be fair. So you can't... Okay. In some of these 50-50 type matchups like Magnezone, where you're either throwing an insanely strong move or a move that really doesn't do much and can kind of debuff and it is resisted, sometimes you have to make these calls. So yeah, it's happened to me a million times. It's going to keep happening to me, but that's why I in the other videos saying just throw the shadow ball, because at this point I feel like baiting is just like asking to be called on, and then you're really screwed if they make the call. So all right, just wanted to make a quick video before the new moves come out. Hopefully I can get a video out. Again, I got a special one for the first one, but you guys probably know what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to get this video out before the new moves come out. Maybe people are more maybe they just feel safer in the old meta because they played a whole season with it. And maybe they want to play their 5 sets before. This is just another team you can try to get your sets in with quick. And yeah, just get it done. And then you can focus on the new season for the last few days of the of this week with Open Great League and Shared Skies. All right. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to subscribe and see more videos from me. And I will catch you in the next one. See ya. Hey, thank you for watching the video. And if you want to continue to support me, definitely click that subscribe button. You'll see any content coming out, and if you want another video on this same league for some more tips and tricks to other teams, check that video out right there, and I'll see you in the next one.